of course, we know your stint with politics. You are an MPP member, I should say. Are you or you are not?
I am not a card-bearing member.
Oh, you're not a card, but
I
you
am
tilt
an
more
admirer
towards...
of Nana Akufo-Addo's policies.
Oh.
That is what drew me to laud his policies and the fact that it would only make sense for him to continue from where he had reached rather than swap places.
I see.
So
that's why we saw you in that
exactly.
circle.
That was for the second round,
okay.
right? The second time after 4 years.
Yeah.
So to a logical person who's looking at the policies and the fact that I had free education up north as against when I used to pay for people's fees. And then I had other things that were promised, things like one district, one dam, one district, one factory, and all of these things, to which I had hopes that thousands of people up north would get employment to work both day and night. And, you know, the city, the rural areas will be vibrant. So all of these things drew me as a fan of Nana Akufo-Addo's policies, not necessarily NPP as a party. I'm not really an active party member like that.
You got a lot of flack for supporting him. Because
I think I must say I appreciate how I was treated as against what I was made to believe before I actually even stuck my neck out to.
What do you mean by that?
Because as against stereotypes, people thought my career would be on the line. My music, my creative achievements and everything would be on the line. But I must say I'm grateful to my fans. I'm grateful to my maker. I'm still here, still functioning. 2023, there's nobody from my era that can speak to you on this platform like I am.
So it didn't affect your career in any way?
At all.
You don't think that you lost fans?
Let me tell you how I don't think it affected my career. Honorable Sam George is a good friend. Not like a personal friend, but he's a fan from afar. Him and his wife are both fans.
Okay.
Their wedding anniversary, their favorite song was My Own. And they sang it word for word. If he was a politician who wasn't above the ordinary, who didn't understand the intelligence in that space, he would have been petty and gone like, because this man lauded my opponent's policies, I don't like him anymore. I want a different song.
Yeah.
But if my approach or my step didn't make me lose a fan like Sam George, then I think I have a few Sam Georges in the mix.
But I mean, you also have to admit that whether you like it or not, there were some people who also took it very personal.
If you stop liking my music because of my political affiliation, you never liked my music.
Is it because in this part of the world, we haven't really gotten to the point to understand that everybody is allowed to associate with whatever institution?
I think it's high time we wipe out that stereotype, because it's a stereotype too. And we used to hear that when we were younger. We're now in the 40s. I'm 41. It's too late for me to hide my political affiliation or my political preference in the name of democracy.
Yeah.
If democracy is supposed to be practiced and it's supposed to be beautiful, people like us who are public figures should not be scared to show what we belong, what we belong to, what we believe in, and then be able to help people understand what certain things actually represent. Yeah,
definitely. So would you encourage or advise other people within the industry, the entertainment industry?
Of course. Big up man like Obo, Bias Oseko for big up man like Dumelo, John.
Okay, John Dumelo.
Exactly. And then, of course, Marco Kriku. Mark, of course, comes from the production side. He comes from the executive producer side. I'm talking real practicing artists.
Yeah.
You know, so Dumelo can go on set and act tomorrow. Obo can release a single for road safety or whatever he chooses for tomorrow. Even though I think he needs to lose his belly small.
Oh, he's been training. Remember when he was playing football? And
he has stopped.
He has stopped training?
Yeah, the first 2 trainings, he was breathing too hard. We told him, relax, Nana,
Were you on the pitch that day?
Yeah, I was there. Nana, relax. We'll take it step by step. So right now it's walks. He does walks.
I see.
Nana is doing walks.
Well, you're the right person
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. So maybe he'll release a single about how he lost it. You know.
We're waiting for that.
Yeah.
We're waiting for that.
So, you know, so big up people like that. You know, they inspired me. They inspired me to know that it is actually possible. And of course, A+.
Yeah.
A+ comes from a rapper to you know, where he is right now. He actually has owned a political party before,
Yeah.
which is possible of coming back any day.
Is that something you're working towards?
Well, if the day comes and I feel like it's time, I think I will.
To own or to join?
When it comes.
When
the time
you
comes,
decide.
we'll see whether I feel like owning or joining.
But if you were SRC president, then that probably was what, preparation grounds for you to maybe go into politics?
I was spoken into becoming an SRC president. I was told about it. And when I got into the space, I realized how serious it was, you know, because that's where it actually even starts. Partisan politics starts from the student front.
Yeah.
So you have the ruling party, and then you have the opposition party as factions on the ground already. I didn't know this.
Ah.
And I didn't come into office with any of these orchestrations. So then I was not the type that could be lured into doing anything for succession because I'm not in that.
But now that you've
network.
tasted the fruit and you realize how sweet it is, it's definitely something.
It's not sweet.
Politics is not sweet?
No, it's not. It's not.
Why do you say that?
It takes a lot from you. It demands a lot. General Assembly, that is our parliament. I realize that even on the students' front, it's not easy for people to agree for something to be passed and not put aside differences and affiliation-related differences.
Okay.
So, for instance, even on campus, because something has to go in favor of my administration, so my administration looks good, somebody is at GA not wanting that to be passed.
Yeah.
So that it happens during my term. So it's from that all the way to the top level.
Is that what's
It's
been
not
happening
easy.
with our politics in Ghana?
Yes. I can tell you for a fact that from what I saw on the student front, these are the same people that grew to become your Opon Kromes and they are in those spaces and they debate.
But that's a problem then.
Yeah,
because what kind of politicians
it's a
are
problem.
we growing?
I think that we've been working with like a waterfall system as against agile. You know, so and that waterfall system that's been going on hasn't given us any good results. It's failed us. So if I ask the question, who has been thinking for us since I was 12 till today, who has been thinking for us? And there's always a blueprint that governments come in and out of power and use so that we will always owe people, so that we will always not invest in our agric and not invest in our infrastructure locally and not empower ourselves by ourselves and always depend on the West and other foreign donors to come and make our lives better. If we've lived with this stereotype and we accept it, who's been thinking for us? It's a new age that we will not accept that. We are the new age that think that back to agile and waterfall. I think there should be they should allow an agile system,
which is what, a younger,
more
vibrant,
younger, more vibrant, and then more what's the word? Innovative, more innovative driven youth, so that eventually when we find another trusted system that's yielding some results, then we can keep another waterfall for another generation.
I like that, but then it takes me to a question. If you're thinking this, why did you throw your weight behind President Akufo-Addo? Because even at that time, there were a lot of people who said he was a bit too old. Because
the policies that I had, as against what I thought was coming in after 4 years of him in office, I just thought, as a logical person, let the man continue.
But even at that time, there were a lot of complaints.
Yeah, there were, but people, you either choose or step aside. And
you thought that he should have continued?
Yeah.
As it stands now, do you look back and regret that decision you made to support him?
I don't. I think it was an unfortunate 4-year period for him due to what happened globally, which every economy, if you look at the global economy and you're honest with yourself, what other economies complain about. These are aftermaths of your COVID and
the Russia-Ukraine war.
And then the Russia-Ukraine war. It has affected
Why are you
everybody.
sounding like an MPP communicator?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just telling you what a logical person who's been to school, who knows 1 + 1 is 2.
Did you see how much money we received per the AG's report? How much money we received during the COVID-19 period? And how those monies were spent?
How money was received and how it was spent. That is, you're speaking corruption. nobody is free of corruption in today's governance. Well, there are certain few people who would try to go through governance with no blemish because of their own self-esteem and their own social status sake. But people are soiled, whether they like it or not, before the day is over. So if you're talking about how monies were spent, I'm as equally curious a citizen as you, why and how such an amount goes down the drain like that. And we can't even get itemized whatever presentation of how it was actually disbursed. That's pure corruption. People have to be jailed. In certain places, people get jailed.
So why are they not being jailed? Because I saw you put up a post where you were talking about the indiscipline is high.
Exactly. I would not know why they are not being jailed. Me and you here know that the judicial system should be what the entire population can say we rely on as our go-to when it comes to injustice. So if the judicial system itself can't be trusted to go to, then there's a problem.
Has the president failed?
I wouldn't say that.
You wouldn't say he has?
I wouldn't say that.
There are many people who have said that he's been the worst president
so far. There are many people.
Yeah.
I am not part of
You don't think he's failed? Do you think he's done a good job?
I think he's fought his fight.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it good enough for
when
the
he's
citizens?
when he's done, his achievements will be put against his utterances against what he said he was going to come and do. And then you do plus minus and see the deficit. Of course, there's going to be a deficit from what we see. But that is the only time we can tell what job actually was done.
Should he have fired anyone by now from his government?
I believe so, but I wouldn't know individuals.
You seem not to want to criticize the president at all. Is that what I'm getting from you?
Is that what you're getting?
I'm asking. It's what I'm deducing.
Or are you trying to get me to criticize the president?
No, I'm not getting you.
Well, then, so let me respond as
I see.
Yeah.
When it comes to the entertainment industry, there were some promises that were made, of course, by this government and other governments as well. Do you think that, to that extent as well, we've been failed as the arts industry? Yeah,
to the entertainment industry, there is a lot of things that were promised that haven't happened. Auditoriums, state-of-the-art auditoriums, we are yet to see. So if that doesn't happen at the end of your tenure, you failed me in that area. Yes, you're right to say that, but it's not over, is it?
So we're hoping that they do it. But how does it affect
I'm a person that does not buy into the idea of build a national cathedral, and I'll say it every other day. So are you saying because of that, then so is that a valid criticism?
Well, would you say then that that money should have been channeled into the arts industry?
It's purely misplaced priority. I wouldn't say channel it into the art.
Okay.
There are other areas. There's a health sector which is almost like, you know,